I say there are job opportunities coming, it is a play of all the 5 stakeholders. There are students there, the parents will also be stakeholders, the institutions, the industry, and the government. All 5 have to work in tandem and in a synchronized manner to embrace this Industry 4.0 and the opportunities. The biggest challenge which we face, like in Industry 4.0, is that we miss the first 3 revolutions. The first revolution, second revolution during the colonization, the third revolution, because that was the time of license Raj, in 1969 when the automation started. But somewhere down 1991 when it opened up, we had the biggest of industries in the form of TCS, Infosys, and today the knowledge revolution has created so much of jobs for us. Just to name the top company, the TCS employs roughly around 5 lakh employees. Infosys also employs quite a lot of people. Directly or indirectly, the knowledge industry employs close to 14 to 15 million people, and also accounts for around 180 billion revenue in exports and things like that. So what I'm trying to say is that we missed the first 3 revolution, but the 4th revolution is actually India's revolution, and we have the best of CMM level 5 companies in the world in India, the maximum number of CMM level 5 companies in the world in India, which means that the world of artificial intelligence, the big data analysis, which are all coming up now, is for us to take on and move on. The job loss which is happening in the blue collar will be certainly compensated by the knowledge revolution based industries, and we are well poised to take the lead as far as the nation is concerned. What happens is with each of these industrial revolution, the productivity increases. The moment the productivity increases, the price of the product reduces. It increases the consumption, and increases the consumption means increase the demand. More demand, more products being created, more employability. And what was not affordable to a certain amount of people are now being affordable to the next one. So people are becoming more prosperous and more jobs are actually getting created. But at the same time, let's say farming is getting automated. It is one area where people would see Kerala. I look at an area where there are actually no farming because of those militant unions and things like that. Imagine a situation when farming tools are getting automated. The farmers' jobs are being taken away by probably remotely operated vehicles. Many of the things you already see, the JCBs are doing the main hard work, which otherwise would have been done by the people who are doing manual labor. But far more automation is going to be taking place, and I expect that farming industry in Kerala especially will come back with strength. With this kind of, only thing is new policies of the government and all will be in place to take care of such things. World is moving into algorithm and machine learning in a big way. Again, coming back to the most important thing, you need to have the domain knowledge. So there is job for everybody who specializes in everything. As far as a worker, a good employee is concerned, firstly, when you hire, it starts from the hiring in itself. See, A players hire A players, B players hire C. So, and we need to hire the best people. There's no doubt to that. And from the employee the CEO perspective or somebody, we should try and find people who are purely A players, very good in it. They would challenge their jobs in many cases, and being youngsters, they are quick in thinking. They are all those. They have fantastic ideas. We don't want yes men. Don't take yes men into the system. Today is a changing scenario. We require ideas. We have to be open. We have to be creative. So we have to be taking those people who have the capability to understand the system. Second part I wanted to mention is people should take on jobs for the sake of passion rather than for the sake of job. No, unless your job is your passion, unless you're thinking about it 24/7, you cannot excel in it. People who do not have values, people who do not have, cannot work in team, are very, very difficult. You have to work in team. 1+1 is more than 2. It has to be more than 2, and it has to be supportive rather than competitive. Only those kind of people will succeed. Today, a fraction of the nuclear bombs arsenal is good enough to destroy the whole world. There are challenges in the form of technology which can actually create so much of problem. There are environmental disasters. We produce something like 1 lakh tons of plastic waste every day. 2030 come, you will have more plastic in the ocean than the fishes. So, we from first industrial revolution, second, third, fourth, the technology always had two edges. One is you have to create more wealth, and the second part is to create opportunities for a more carbon positive world, to solve the problems of but that really didn't happen. At every stage we continue to exploit, and we are just at that edge, living on the edge. Anything can happen anytime. So pandemic, I'm just quickly writing an article. The pandemic has been a blessing in disguise, that sort of a thing, because it's turned the clock, and it's removed considerable amount of pollution and things like that. Character building is far more important than the technology, because the technology is always giving you multiple ways to exploit. Priority will certainly go for the character building. Only if you have the character, you can manage technology correctly.